The light's on 100. Holy cow. It's crazy. You see the light in my freaking eyeballs. Look at that. It's crazy. Whoa. Woo. That's wild. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Wednesday of the Reboot. Today I wanted to showcase something really cool, and it's the dairy. It's the Dino Milk Dairy of Amrak Spot. So Amrak Spot, my 118 world, I wanted to have dinosaurs involved because, Jurassic Park, obviously, we all love Jurassic Park. But I wanted to introduce all the different types of dinos that I could. And the fuel, Zilla Gamma fuel, that is made from dino poo. Now those are from like the big boys, not the carnivores, but from the herbivores. And obviously they eat off of Amrak Spot, and Amrak Spot used to be a gamma mining planet. So when they're eating the leaves and the grass and all those things, it has gamma in it. So when they go to the bathroom, we're getting the fuel resources from that. So we have like this super powerful fuel that is free if your ship comes here at Amrak Spot. If you live on Amrak Spot, all that's free. That is really blinking back there. Hey, green works better. All right. So the herbivores have their job, and they eat the plants, they poo, and that's how we get the fuel. So what can the carnivores bring us? Well, dino milk. And you're probably thinking, what? You can't milk dinosaurs. And that might be true. But with the Dominus Rex, if you guys remember from the movie, it's possible.
So what's this thing made of?
The base genome is a T-Rex. The rest is classified.
You made a new dinosaur, but you don't even know what it is?
Because she has all this crazy cocktail of different species and things inside of her that, hey, sometimes you gotta take the screw and pound it in with the hammer, okay? Because I wanted to make it a real thing, and it was a cool idea to have a dairy, and I think a lot of people are having fun with it. So if I can bring some fun, some laughter, and also have a really cool building and be able to repaint one of the dinos. As you can see, Rexy's over here. Rexy was he's kind of the mascot, but he is on the same type of body that the Indominus is on, the big Gigantor ones. So, and then I use the arm. You guys have seen this custom before, but yes, I did a repaint on him about a year ago, and then I just did a Dominus Rex, which you guys are going to see. And yeah, this is kind of like her domain. This is like her place of business. So I made a little baby too to go with it. Just a little cheap guy that I got from Ollie's. It's kind of cool to take a $5 toy and repaint it and make it look fun. And a little bit better, hopefully. So I don't want to grab her just yet because it's kind of part of the big reveal. So yeah, you can take these big guys. They take paint really well. And yeah, shout out to Gorilla Customs who actually gave this one to me years ago, and I finally did something with it last year. Put a little arm on there because he matches. Rexy's always been my mascot. When I did cosplay and stuff, obviously I did a lot of Red Ranger, Rexy, Dino Charge stuff. So I was like the super one. I'll put a picture up. That's me with the actual actor, Brendan. Right there. So that was when I was doing the con circuit and stuff. Anywho, Rexy's kind of my thing, right? T-Rex. So that's why he's the mascot. He has got the robotic arm. And so does Commander Zilla. There we go. Let's get that guy in focus. So Commander Zilla, as you can see, also has a robotic arm. So I did this body before Joy Toy put out the one that has all the same gear. Because I took Grayson, was that his name? I don't remember. But I took the guy that had this arm originally before they put him out in a builder. But it's okay. It's okay, Joy Toy. I'm glad that you liked my design. No, they have so many parts, they probably just mashed them up and like, this does look cool. So that's kind of pretty much what I did with their parts. pretty much what I always do with the Joy Toy parts. So he's kind of the mascot. He is the mascot. He's the one that's on the logo. Well, it's not him, but there's a Rexy always on my logo. And if you see some of the newer logos, it's always with the robotic arm. Not so much on the actual Wentzilla logo. Anywho, not important. But we're going to do some toy photography. We're going to have some... I want to take this thing outside and get some outdoor shots. I think that'd be really cool to see it outside. But also we have it inside as well. So be able to show you guys the dairy, milker, or the dino sucker. I don't know what we're going to call it because it's kind of weird. If you guys want to in the comments, tell me what you think we should call it. And maybe you'll be a winner. Fat Red Foo, you do not get to play this game, or Rad, because both of you have named so much of my stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead and play, please. But like I was saying, this is what I want to show off on Friday. We had some technical problems on World Makers Consortium on Friday night, which really stinks because I put together the whole show and I put together some of my favorite people to come on, and it just didn't work out technically. So I know everyone had to change up their plans, had to move their schedule around, myself included. I busted my butt to get this done, and I don't want to wait any longer to show you guys the Dino Dairy. So, without further rambling from me, let's check out the Amrak Spot Dino Dairy. Alright guys, so I put this whole thing on a toolbox. I had a toolbox, and you're still able to open it up. You have to clear everything off. Not that this stuff is all hooked in, that's not moving, the landing pad's not moving, but as far as like the figures and things, you'd have to take those off. So like I was saying, it's completely functional. You can still open up the toolbox, still use it. There's still things inside of it. I think just world building parts and pieces. I went with this light right here. It's just a 2-part light, and you've seen it before in Amrak Spot. I have it in other spots where I got the 2-light system, and you can go through and like change the light strength, and also if you want it to be like more of a white light or more of a sunlight or the mixture of the both. So my daughter said this one looked the coolest, so we're gonna go with that. And yeah, so this isn't where it's going to be sitting. This is just the table that I put out in front of New Amrak, and it's actually gonna be on the floor underneath a new area that I'm building. And right now I don't have all the lights on in the entire world because, well, it's just a lot to have all the lights on because I wanted to kind of focus on this area. So I had just the lights over here put on. And this sign right here is from Timbo Toys. I believe he said that the sign reads Empire Full Moon, I believe, or something like that. I don't know how to read it. Arabesh is that how you say it? And yeah, so I figured the 2 helicopters were kind of cool because not everything has to be a spaceship, but I can implement other types of rides that fly. But this whole thing is ran by Mr. Krennic himself. And then I made this custom right here. She's actually from Edelham and became she was a shore trooper turned death trooper. Now she's kind of like their captain out here. So this custom I did a while back. You guys probably saw that, but it was for this crew right here. We got some barrels back there that Rad printed out. Those are some of the ones that didn't print out good. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna paint them pink because in my head, when you milk the Indominus Rex, I'm thinking it's strawberry milk. Okay, just in my head, it's strawberry milk. So we got some new logos, and all this stuff can be found on Amrak Spot. And if you guys want any signage, like Dino Milk signage, that we got back there, her helmet and some of the tools. If you guys ever want any of the Dino Milk signage, just let me know. Break this thing down. We got the LOL container, the shipping container. We use that. We got this ladder right here is actually from District 3. We have this little like speeder little bike thing that I'm assuming she drives in. I'm not sure what company made that, but I have it up on my Instagram still if you guys want to check it out. I'll probably put it down here while I'm talking. Just some little pieces here and there, and then some landing pads, some G.I. Joe type computers. We got Dino Rider in there. Haven't put any paint on him yet. And then just a bunch of bottles and different things that I had. And the front of this some barrels. And then this piece right here is the actual the sucker. Is that what we're gonna call it? I don't know what we're gonna call this thing. But this was like a light or something. And it had this as like suction cups. And I was like, oh, that would look cool as like that's how you get the milk out. No, we're not gonna add teats to this because I still want it to be family friendly in a way, but you know, not too graphic. But yeah, that is the milker. I thought it'd be cool if I had like a big guy holding it, but for right now it's just gonna be one of the death troopers because these guys kind of run all this. So the milk goes out down inside of that machine there, and inside of here there's probably people working to make it come back out nice, fresh and clean, so they can barrel it up, package it up, and then send it on its way. And you can see the Gamma fuel line running. It's just a green shoelace I used, and it kind of runs back over into this thing right here. So try to make it cool, try to make it fun. We got little pieces here and there. So let's take a closer look at Dominus. So I just repainted it all black first, did a whole black paint job on her, and then just tried to add just the different colors, and I wanted some purples in there, obviously whites and grays, and I think she turned out really good. I tried doing like a translucent weird thing on the nails, but I don't think it worked out. But hey, we're here now. She just has like black nails now, but and I got this little one right here, like I was saying, from Ollie's. This little tiny one. Tried to make it look more realistic. Little baby Dominus. But to me, I know that they say that these guys are like I forgot what they're called, like gigantic versions of the dinos. And I know people say that they're not 1/18 scale, like the true 1/18 scale is Hammond. But I think that these just look better to me visually. Obviously they need a little bit of paint, but I think they look better when it comes to 3.75 and 1/18 figures. So that's kind of why I did this. She just looks like so cool. Back there's the arena too, and we're gonna be doing some stuff soon with the arena. So the arena's been there, been built. I just haven't had time. I've been putting the fighters together, actually, kind of their crews and things like that. The announcer, Indiana Jones sitting there in the crowd, the referee, got the speakers that Rad did. He printed out for me. I painted up. But yeah, we're gonna be doing more Amrak spot type videos where I want to be kind of explaining different parts. And then I believe like this helicopter was from the dollar store. I think it was like $5 though at the dollar store, like where they had the $5 section. And then this one was like from a Marshall's. I think it came with a little 5 POA guy. And then just the landing pads. And I would try to turn this thing around, but once I get this outside, I'm going to put it on the stump to get some better pictures. So once I get this outside, and this area up here isn't done yet, guys. It needs a little bit more paint and things with the buildings. That's where the medic squad is, medic crew, and the hospital for Amrak spot. Then we got the beer. We got the beer place. So, but like I said, this won't be sitting exactly right here because it's going to be underneath some stuff that Timbo's sending me. And it's going to be like a whole area. So, not like I have much more room, but I want to get enough fog on it. And outside, I have the bigger fog machine. So, I love smoking my shots, as you guys know. So, yeah, let's go do that. And, yeah, make sure Tuesdays you guys check out Raw Rasslin Recap on Grown Ass Men Toys with Collector 425, Marvelous Fox, and Comrade, and myself. We're going to be there every Tuesday at 8 o'clock doing the Raw Recap. And then Fridays, World Makers Consortium, as per usual, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with Famine, Rad, Fat Red Foo, myself, Brian, whoever our guest might be. So see you guys there, and here's some more video and shots.